Hello, brother. Are we early?
Oh yeah, we're early. We're just hey, what's up, Brandon? That's my little brother, most dope, Esintrik. But
Hello.
but yeah, man, we're just yeah, the first 10 minutes, we're just vibing out, man, testing the connection, making sure everything's straight, getting all the kinks out.
Okay. How have you been since the last time we spoke or gathered?
Ah, I've been good. I've been good. How about yourself? Um,
Weird over here fast. Uh, Yo, so listen, you got some great graphics and artwork going for your podcast. Who's doing that for you? Or is that like some behind the scenes stuff?
it's mostly my big brother, but sometimes I might mess around on PixArt, the app.
Okay, big bro doing some things. Oh man, some
Yeah,
stuff.
little brother's here with us now.
How many brothers do you got? Do you have?
I
I'm looking
have
at.
I have two brothers and one sister.
Okay, two brothers. Wait, who's interviewing who here? Boy.
Hey, what's up, Marcus? I mean, shit. Hey, we are in Weirdoville right now, and Weirdoville looks like it's got some rough connection. Do you still hear me?
Yeah, you have not blinked on my side.
Okay, you look a little pixelated from my end, but that's all right. You can work through it.
I'll back. Did I do that?
Huh?
Did I hang up and come back?
Uh, yeah, we can try that.
I ain't got no beefs on my end. Let's see.
So, yeah, wow, that was a lot of dead air. So, yeah, I guess Eccentric's gonna take some time to work on that connection and see who's in here. All right, Eccentric is back. Yeah, that's one thing I gotta work on. I gotta work on dead air. Like, I can't sit here in silence because that'll just be awkward for you
Oh,
guys.
but dead space, dead air. What do you call it? Dead air, dead space. This ceiling fan is getting
Yeah, I think that's what the radio people call it, dead air. Yeah.
me language. Yo, I'm excited. Last time I was interviewed, it was for an internet radio station, and it got pretty awkward pretty quick because
How?
the questions they was asking was generic, and I don't do well with general. Well, in that moment, I think I've gotten better since then, but I've been kind of avoiding interviews for that reason. It's weird fast. We about to see though. I have a rapport with you, so it probably won't be like that.
Yeah, man. I know I can go there with you with the questions. Like shout out to Silver, but there were some questions I didn't know I could ask. I wanted to be, but I was like, nah, let me not.
But it's just like, as long as you're not crossing no boundary lines, I'm cool. I
So
don't.
what type of tea you drinking there, buddy?
Man, I got some ginger going on, like
That
two
sounds spicy.
tea.
I
Oh, bro.
know, but you gotta like power through, like for the health. See, you there? You look like you froze. There you are.
That pause. That pause. I gotta let you know that
Hey,
means
Ashley. My
recording.
cousin Ashley just joined us.
Hello, Ashley.
She's a very good cook, like, well, a very good chef. I don't know, whatever, but she can cook anything, like fish, chicken. I love her chicken. Like eggs and breakfast stuff. Like, it's amazing.
Yo,
You should try it. Go
I
check her
would.
page out. Order you a plate, man. Don't be afraid.
What's her location?
Shoot, where are you at these days? I don't think you live with your mom anymore, do you, Ashley?
I'm always looking for some good, healthy food.
Yeah, she can do anything. Anything.
Alchemists. Those cooks are, chefs are.
Alchemist. Yeah, that's a pretty yeah, that's a pretty interesting way to put it. Yeah, they you know
And
they
you,
got to put shit together.
I
Oh, she's in Fayetteville, so she's
just,
kind of close to you, I think.
oh, okay. That Fairview, that's not bad. That's
But
like,
yeah, she said she's all over though. For anyone else watching.
I'm looking for some food prep geniuses.
Oh, hey Ashley, do you do food prep?
Tell you. Ooh,
Got that rapper weed going. Let's see. Not it's rapper weed, the tobacco product, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing illegal going on the SOS podcast. We are straight edge.
it's just right here. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
we we are a clean PG.
And this,
Um,
this is a PG
this,
podcast. You
and,
said preaching before.
and I'm fucking with you, but anyway, this is
Okay.
brought to you by Weirdoville Clothing. If you can see that there, yeah, you see the hoodie, designed by Esintrik. Yeah, you know, so holler at Esintrik if you want a hoodie or a shirt or whatever the fuck. Um, You know, I bought my grandmother a shirt and she never wore it. And I'm just like, well, can you give me that shit back if you're not? That's my grandmother, I tell you.
Yo, you're hilarious.
I do my best.
So, got good merch, apparel. Actually, today, I
Brandon said, I ain't going to jail. Nah.
I just uploaded some new phone cases,
Oh,
a
phone cases.
blanket, like just branching out on the different types of merchandise I offer. So if you're different, you definitely need to check out my shop for sure, for sure. Thank you for that plug, man.
Of course. I mean, you know, I gotta, you know, since I had the hoodie already, I mean, I might as well just do, hey, I'm interviewing president of Weirdoville, so, you
That's
know, gotta wear
awesome.
the clothing.
So what are we gonna talk about?
Hey, my boy Royal's in the house. We got 3 more minutes until the
Oh, okay.
interview commences.
Oh,
My, you know, actually, my friend Royal is he's currently in the army, and you are an army vet. So hey, y'all got something in common there. He's got the bar though, so you know, I ain't, you know, you had the chevrons, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, on the opposite side, I got you. Um, to be honest, I touched on this a little bit when we was hanging out. I haven't even dived into my army career beyond just healing like some trauma that I experienced.
Mm.
A lot of good stuff over there as well. I need to go dive back into. Learned a lot of dope stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
they teach you good skills. They teach you skills.
and it's some stuff I probably could use right now. I just got to go back in my brain and find the information, brush up on it. Still got all those manuals. I'm that type of nerd. My book stuff.
You still got that blue book going.
I got a couple of them. Just over the 14-year career, like all the information. I don't know why I kept it.
14 years.
Probably some that's outdated. Go through my army. Thank you for your service, sir. See, it don't take much to get me going. Trying to find my provocative side, those like,
Your provocative side.
yeah, like what does that look like in my opinion? Because I'm like mad boring to my.
Uh, I mean, say like, I mean, provocative to you. I don't know. That's gonna be hard to find. I mean, because you're
That's
probably already provocative to other people. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like my transparency is received as provocative most of the time, but to me, it's like no, that's what everybody should be doing. Is being
mm-hmm.
so, like no, but I don't know. I've been looking for my dangerous side. I recently
Dang.
decided to become a villain.
Ooh.
You don't have to be a evil person to be a villain.
Ooh.
A good person to be a villain. So I'm trying
Yeah.
to
I
think.
mean, sometimes villains were good people until something fucked up happened and they had their own way of dealing with it, which was unhealthy.
It's
Oh,
self. I made a healthy choice.
all
Just
right.
fuck
It
that.
is now 8 o'clock. I guess the interview can commence. It was a fun little warm up.
Ah.
Well, first and foremost, shout yourself out.
Uh,
Introduce yourself.
my name is Esintrik, and I am a creator among many things.
Mm.
I am a weirdo, but the good kind, the awesome kind, the kind you like to hang around with. I'm at a point right now where I'm trying to figure out how to be a service to others on a bigger scale outside of just my family. And I make good music, good apparel,
Yes, she does.
especially if you want to feel like somebody got their arms around you. Please call me. Um, got some stuff on the table I'm going to branch out into in terms of illustrations and animations. Uh, we're going to see what that looks like. That seems to be a resource game right there. I'm happy to be here. Told you earlier, not like to hear me talk
Likewise.
awkward fast, but yeah, let's do this, man. Let's SOS. What's up? Thank you for having me out. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, what was like, if you can remember, what was like that moment that made you say, you know what, I got something to say and I'm gonna put it on wax? Like, what made you just say, fuck it, I'm doing
Yeah.
it?
I'm I'm still debating if I'm actually at that point because I don't know really how I want to say it. I'm working through that as an artist. But I was just sitting around doing nothing when I got out the army, working at guitar selling, and I was like, oh no, this can't be it. I was way too young.
You was working at where?
Dog, man, it's 30 something. So it was like, well, what brings you passion? This is that shot that people rarely get with
Mm-hmm.
space and time and opportunity to just chase something they love to do. And I was like, well, it's creative, it's music, fuck it. Spent a few years trying to figure out what my voice would be, and I told you that shit is ever evolving. So it's hard to kind of capture it sometimes. But yeah, I would say about 5 years ago, I was done with the army and I was just sitting around. We got old and we should never get bored. Guitar,
Sure as hell.
like what? Man, fuck that shit. Then I started looking at some of the stuff that was actually successful, and I realized all I needed to do was find the people who wanted to listen. It didn't even have to be some multi-platinum thing. Just find the people who
Right.
want. I'll be fine. That was the game plan. That's still the game plan. That's a long ass answer.
Hey, longer the better. I mean, what were there any like special influences in your life, whether it be like celebrities or just like people that you personally know that probably led you to that career path?
Yo, it be random moments when I realize how something or someone impact me. I would say because it's like constantly like I be in deep with myself all the time. It's a fun place to be, but on a bigger scale, it was Kanye until he started wigging musically. He
Yeah,
put
of
me in
course.
my sounds, and I'm into that. Uh, I love Rihanna's ability to just morph into whatever it is she's discussing and have an individuality about it. I fucking love how she could be an individual in pop culture. Uh, then you got your legends, you got your Mike, your Prince, shit, even your fucking Aaliyahs. When it
Mm.
comes, I'm into it, and that range is really range because I'm going spirit as Imagine Dragons phase right now.
Okay, word.
Station. So um, as far as just like influences, man, that could be anything and anybody in any situation depending on what I'm facing. Damn, that's I feel like the answer could get easier.
Right.
But
Yeah, man. You know, it's a slow climb. Like, would you say there was any like special events in your life that played out that made you go that way?
I've been scared of myself for a long time when it comes to the presentation part of creativity. And I dabble a little bit, but it's mostly because I be collecting data. You came to a pop-up shop that was strictly
Mm.
just so I could see what will happen and evaluate. And like, okay. I,
Oh, so I was a guinea pig.
I'm just now there. I might ask that question again in the year, and we're gonna see what happens. Cause I,
Oh, okay.
I
Okay. So what influenced your brand?
man, that weirdo thing came from just like being a part of so many things, but still being the thing that they're fighting against
now.
as a whole, and still kind of going through their transformation, homosexuality and religion. That's two things I evolved past just by arriving here. And like, I don't know what to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's just like that idea where intersectionality can be combined with duality, that can be combined with tribalism, and you can come up with so many different combinations of basically what people are. So if you start diving into yourself and seeing the intersectionalities and the commonalities, then you be like, damn, I'm fucking weird as hell. And everybody, except for they run for stigmas because people, you know how the group think work. Well, it's
Yeah,
more
of course.
narrow than that shit. But I decided to lean into it mostly because I didn't have no choice. There's that integrity and transparency thing. Like, I be running from myself, but I ain't never ran from they shit. I'm just not participating. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry. See how weird it get? It get weird.
Well, so what do you consider weird?
I consider a lot of shit weird. Everything that's happening with Donald Trump is fucking weird. Like, how?
The fact he got elected is
How?
fucking weird, right?
How? Right? Like, America right now
Like
is
we're stupid as fuck.
like creepy sci-fi weird. But like what I consider to be just like a weirdo is anybody who completely embraces themselves and their individuality and still understand that they are a part of something greater than themselves and can move in between those spaces with different visions. That's what I consider a weirdo to be. And they come in different shapes, sizes, colors. Like anybody can just be yourself. Lead with love. That's the
So,
answer.
so would you say that's the message that you're trying to promote?
Um, yes. By example, I have yet to put down a real verbal or written message. It's just example right now. You just brought that to the front of my table. Appreciate that. Uh, that is definitely the message. Love is the answer. Be yourself. Be accountability, self awareness, and accountability will cut half of this shit out.
Yeah, true.
Going on in this lame ass club.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I understand that. Like, especially like the accountability. Because I ain't gonna lie, there's sometimes where like I'm just so ignorant to the fact that I'm in the wrong that I'm just like more of a jerk because I'm defending myself because I think, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I just you realize way too late that you was an asshole.
See, it'd be like 2 days later sometime, like, oh shit, I was the wrong person. Damn it.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can make amends. No? All right, I'll do better next time.
Yeah, like you just like it's to the point where you gotta let your friend cool off. Like that's how much you
Yeah,
fucked up.
that's the human part when you catch your error in hindsight and you go back and rectify it. Versus if you stand there and you make that choice to be an asshole in your awareness, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, no,
Mm.
stop that. Like, it's okay if you do
Oh, like being an
it.
asshole on purpose.
Like just anything on purpose. Like no. Like life is gonna come punch the fuck out you anyway. Start adding to the shit. Wait on it.
Right.
Or like it's has some nuance in there, of course. But yeah, just insert scenario.
Right.
Uh,
Okay. Okay. So like have you ever made like was there ever like an impact that you made that you noticed? Like have you made like a noticeable impact on somebody or something?
Yo, it's a handful of people that tell me a lot on social media. They're not like famous people. They're like regular people, and they tell me how just like some of the content I post and just watching me be myself sometimes help them through a bright spot because they be facing situations. The most recent one where this girl just was trying to find herself and then just embrace who she was. So watching me
Mm.
do that shit out loud in front of
Right.
people. Like, okay, at a minimum, I know I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, at the end of the day, if that's all I can show you, that's all I can show you. I ain't doing
Right.
this. I read and I work out, and then I listen to myself. Is it?
Yeah, you got to be out and proud just for the people who can't or just aren't ready to yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, you got to show them like, hey, there is a life for you out there. I'm living it. We're waiting on you, buddy.
Do it. Hey, yo, you dope. I've been working on like the beats that we was working on.
Where?
Sound, the sound that is. It's a learning curve.
Yeah,
It's a learning curve. It's definitely a new frequency. I'm familiar with it as a fan, but not as a producer. So I'm working.
right.
Yeah, it's a new space for me. Thank you for introducing me to it. Yeah,
Man, no problem. You introduced me to a lot of things.
new sound.
So, so speaking of new things, would you say like, would you say there's a market for queer artists in hip hop?
Uh, Not if you market them as queer, because that's what, like 1% of the population. But like if I'm just a person that happens to be queer, then there's definitely a market for me.
Okay.
Yeah, like nah. But let's not get it twisted. I do be waiting on the prize to call me. Y'all better be calling if ain't nobody else calling. Fuck.
Were you ever like? I was gonna ask that. Like, were you ever invited by like a event like
Yeah.
that, like Pride or
All
something?
major performances have been at Pride. Like San Diego called me out, St. Louis called me out. I did Pride in South Carolina, DC. Yo, they fuck with me. Now
Okay.
I don't be on like main stages, but the fact they call me out and pay me
Right.
and be like I'm winning. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
winning.
like that has to be a feeling, right? Like
Yeah,
people are coming out of their pocket just to listen to you.
yeah, it's nice. I always get to sell my merch, and truth of the matter is that's how I've been growing my base, because those few people that catch that show fuck with me enough to now follow me on social media, and now it's just like, oh, I've seen you online and offline, so I'm a real fan. That's how I've been building my base, because the prize called me out. So I do owe the community a thank you for that.
Okay, yo, shout out to the
Yeah, man.
LGBTQIA
And
sometimes Y community.
see, listen, they might be mad at me for this. Tell me your name, because that's too much. What you just said. That's
But that's all.
See why I'm the weirdo? Like,
See,
even though,
I gotta be inclusive, man. Your SOS is all about inclusivity.
and I respect that. There be a person, and then everything else. Like, be a human first. Now,
so so like, there any can we go back to the past? If are you interested in that?
I'm cool with the past.
All right. So I want to know, were there any childhood experiences you might have had, that had any lasting effects on you that kind of like influences your music to this day?
Yes, but not from the perspective you may think. I am from the slummiest of the hoods in Atlanta. I'm talking about the same place that Young Thug boasts of, that all these rappers boast of. And that street shit just completely jumped over me. So it's like, where you don't hear that shit in my music. It's non-existent. Like,
Right.
you would not think that I'm from the part of Atlanta I'm from just from listening to the music. Maybe I
Hmm.
hang around with me because I'm black, right? But
Yeah.
from the music, you'll be like, what the fuck is this? Where's this nigga from? What is this shit? So it's like my child, like, to me, I never latched on. And that's the thing that sticks out to me. It's like they even treated me different than they treated each other. It was like, no, don't bother her, but include her. So it was like,
Hmm.
it's no love or no hate. It's just that shit. And that's the part of my childhood. Because other than that, it was,
So how would you say that happened? Like the street shit just skipping over you? Like 'cause I know you just said like people don't mess with you, but you were still included. But what would you attribute that to?
I don't know. Because, I don't know. I was into extracurricular activities. So I was popular at school. I don't know. It's weird. I think it was me. It was me. I wouldn't just blame the hood for not.
Hmm.
It's definitely something that just wasn't connecting with me. I would rather read a book than to go do some stuff that would possibly get me in jail, or just like do nothing. Like that's sometimes glorified in the hood too. Like I'm just not gonna hang out and do this every day. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
brainstorms and shit. Like, no, I'm getting out of here. You guys are bums. Like,
Yeah,
no.
you guys are bums. I
Yeah,
know.
no, I never found anything to connect to other than the fact that a lot of us are in this situation because of a system that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only connection I've ever had.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what to attribute that to. Maybe I need to do some deeper soul searching. I do understand it's me though. I ain't that arrogant. Arrogant, not that arrogant.
So like, would you? So how would you like? Did you have any jobs before the whole music and designing thing? Like any
I've
like,
had
and of course besides the military, like any like odd jobs that might have
oh,
led you to this point? Like you probably driving that forklift and you was like, man, this is some old bullshit. Like,
yo, so the army thing worked out for me because it was a system. And one thing I'm good at is once I learned the system, I could just find my way how to get through it without being touched. So that's basically what happened. Long story short with the army. So I really count that, but I don't count that. I need to get in there. But yeah, it was some odd jobs. They just never lasted long. It was like, okay, this is not for me. I don't have to stay
hmm
suffer to know that. Even did some time in the industry as an intern, as a producer, moved around a little bit. I was like, no, it's I worked at a movie theater in high school. That was cool.
What? How was that?
I'm into movies. Like, I'm an 80s baby. I'm into movies. But it's like, nah, that shit got old.
Do
I
you
just
ever like? Do you ever like catch? Do you ever like catch customers like getting blown or something? Like, hey, what the fuck y'all
ain't
doing?
shit. That would have been dope if I saw some freaky shit. I ain't seen no freaky shit. Listen, nothing cool like that. That shit don't be happening to me.
Oh, okay, I feel it. Yeah, that movie shit.
Fucking, um,
So speaking of that internship, so I guess you had some interactions with like more mainstream artists, eh?
I did. I have.
Like positive, negative. Give us the
A
word.
little bit of both. I'm not gonna say it was all bad because a lot of those lessons that I got to learn in real time, I'm using them now to succeed. So, but it's no integrity. Like they have prices, and I'm talking about they're not even high. So there was there are some celebrities
Hmm.
now I would walk past.
Break that down. You said they have prices, but they're not even high. Like what were they selling for cheap?
Uh, you try to get me fucked up before I even get everybody attention. Hey, listen. Um, it's really a matter of leverage. Whatever they feel is valuable to you. Most of the time, it's your time.
hmm
And you can't get that back. Or it's your body, or it's your resources, or access to your magic, that thing that do create you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's what they. That's why
It's about
I'm
to get blacklisted. Don't,
like, no, like, but I don't even want to play that game. That's cool. I just need
you don't
everybody.
gotta name no names. You can redact. You know.
Fuck that. I just need everybody attention for 15 minutes so I can run this sack up, buy up some land, so I can start investing in my people. We can change some of these narratives. We can stop pretending like these niggas don't understand we matter. They know that. They telling y'all what it is. See? See? Last interview I did, it was for a radio station. They got awkward fast.
Oh dang. So how did it turn gray? Like what happened?
Huh?
So how that interview just go downhill? Like what happened?
Yo, crazy
Well,
part.
I know you mentioned the standard questions. I know you mentioned that.
Man, I was in San Diego, and it was the day before the set, but I was worn out because we had a layover in Las Vegas. It was a 20
hmm
over, and let me tell you, I got my time in, right? So I'm tired as fuck already. So I'm like, the weed coming down. I was like, this nigga finna get the raw truth, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Like, ain't no muffins to kind of soothe me or nothing. It's just gonna be right.
Muffins.
That's it. Nothing. And the questions he was asking me, I was like, did you just interview me to get a quota? What is this shit? Like, nigga, did you just Google questions to ask a person when you interview them? Wait, what you asking me something real or I'm out, bro? You know,
Oh, so they were that generic.
it was generic as fuck. And it was a queer radio station. They still play my music to this day. So I guess it wasn't no beef about
Hey,
it.
you probably got them some listeners. You fucking with them and shit. You know.
Man, I don't know. That's crazy. You're a good interviewer. You ask real questions.
Oh yeah, man, we got to. So tell us about this weirdo sauce, man, and what the fuck is up with those characters? What's up with this alien motherfucker here?
So, got
Describe
right
this fucker.
there, your hoodie. That guy right there, that's on your hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
No bullshit. He was just like, yo, I did the alien that's simple, and I'll come back and make it fancy later. And
Mm-hmm.
I know I fell in love with it for that same reason. Like, it's simple. It can be the classic version of whatever I develop from now. But the rest of these characters, I just told you, I'm getting into illustration and animation. This guy on my shirt, his name is Bap. That's short for Baphomet for all you new.
Baff.
Yeah. uh,
Baphomet.
doesn't mean you worship the devil. It means you balance in your duality, numb nuts, yin yang.
Yeah, they
Fuck
look
all
like the religious nut jobs don't give a fuck about
this.
facts, okay? Like, you know.
And like, what? Nigga has above is below, you stupid. The whole guy.
Oh.
I think I'm playing around with them. They gonna
So
bring
like, do all your characters have a backstory?
That's the part I'm working on now, because these motherfuckers were just in my head, and I started doing that retard shit while I was drawing till they came out. And
Hey, that was ableist.
that was what?
You just said the R word. That was ableist. Come on, don't.
Well, hold on,
I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
all
Go
the
ahead.
learning me right now. I'm telling you, I thought of political.
I went to college, man. It's just
So you
like,
can't say retard is what you're saying, even if
yeah,
you're talking
yeah. That's the new social norm. We can't say that anymore. Those sons of bitches. They're taking our words, man. I sound like a racist white guy. They're taking our words.
hold on, time out, time out. I have some logical questions.
Mm.
Even if you're talking about yourself, you can't use the word.
No, dude, you're gonna offend somebody.
People will be offended for me because I'm using it to talk about my. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't. That's the
Okay,
new social norm.
okay, all
You
right.
know, like you might say read. See, I almost said it. Some white mom at a Whole Foods was gonna cancel me.
Can't cancel me. You ain't start me. I ain't no fucking subscription. Like, I ain't
We
built
ain't censoring over here.
but I will be sensitive to what people like to be called. It's just that
Yeah.
for myself, I thought I was cool with the way I just, like, they can't make the rules for me,
All
man.
right.
That's the part of
So
but
so
all right, we sidetrack now.
yeah, we did. So they definitely have names. So
Yeah,
who's your personal favorite among these characters?
I would
Like,
say London Crop Top Banks.
which one of those are they around you for you to show us?
Fuck. And that be the thing. No,
They're just doing their own thing.
they just London Crop Top Banks is the man though, and I'm not even sure.
Wow, I assumed that was a woman.
That's
London crop top, like,
Crop Top
so.
hat.
See, like, now I'm the problematic one.
No,
Like,
that's still developing. I don't think Crop Top has a gender. Well, I think that's the gig with the aliens is that they don't have a gender. They have.
right.
So I'm
They're
still
they're non-binary, as
yeah,
as the
like
kids say.
now we're gonna have to like
So fucking them wouldn't be gay.
we're gonna have to workshop their genitalia situation and their pleasure system. I'm serious. Like, those are factors. Like, I can't
Yeah,
avoid.
yeah, you got to give the hentai artists
Yeah,
some
I can't
some
avoid.
something to work with here. Like,
It's gotta be some workaround.
Rule 34:
Now,
if it exists, there's porn of it.
now, I'm working. I'm looking
Ex-
to get a team together to help me develop it and grow it and probably combine some stuff they working on. I'm working on that. Fucking COVID fucking up everything.
I know, right? Gosh darn COVID. I ain't even go out like that, but still, gosh darn COVID. What's your motive behind these characters? Like, what made you sit out and draw them?
I need to come up with some more entertaining answers, because the true answer is I wanted them on the outside of me instead of on the inside of me. That's
Break that down. You had, so they were just in your head the whole time, just dancing around like Tan,
all.
Tan,
No,
Tan. What's up?
I got you. You're digging into the process. So what happened is I'm sitting here and I just draw. And whatever comes out, it always feels lighter when I'm done. So that means whatever it was better on the outside than me. It's never
Yeah.
and that's part of the damn problem. Is everything has been organic up until this point. I'm just now learning how to add structure to my time to process.
Manufacture, as they say.
It does not feel good sometimes. It is the word. I like it when it just flows.
So that's interesting. So you say you felt a weight coming off you as you drew the aliens
Yeah,
because they were just swimming inside your head or stomping around, whatever they're doing. What was that? A-town stomping? What, like,
they do a little shimmying, a
a little
little
shimmying?
like
What type?
hey tree.
So like your music will be playing like I got 100
Yep,
smiles.
listen to me. I I listen like when I'm developing something because I want to know what's next. That's mostly how.
Hmm.
Or I listen like if I'm preparing for a set. Or I listen if other people's listening, and that's always weird for me because it's like I'm right here. We could just talk, like we don't have.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's weird. Like my relationship with my own music is very, very weird. I can go months without listening to it.
Okay.
Me, maybe, maybe a little parsley. We'll call it for Instagram.
Yeah, it's parsley.
Yeah, a
You
good little.
fucking narcs.
Maybe a dope little lo-fi playlist.
Oh yeah, definitely lo-fi. Lo-fi is the shit. I wish lo-fi was out when I was like in school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, gosh.
So you wanted to experience lo-fi at a younger age. So
Yeah, a lot of this stuff. Like at a younger age.
it's kind of fucked up, but it's like, man, my one that's right now. Doing fun young people shit.
I'd be looking at some of these game trailers that come out. I'd be like, damn, these niggas is lucky as hell that they at the age where
I,
they don't have to give a fuck about shit. Like, just play these games, like these
I,
dope ass games.
I'm older than you, I think, because listen, Super Mario Brothers, Sonic the Hedgehog, James Bond, 007,
The Golden Eye,
yo, Crash and Bandicoot on the PlayStation 2.
like, yeah, Crash Bandicoot, that was my shit.
I can't say I really envy them that much. Like I think that we was the good test dummies, is what I'll say for these
Oh
niggas.
yeah, I mean, we got some classics, but I'm just saying, like, just imagine like to have that type of hardware back then, like the type of hardware we got now. Hell, like the PS3 to have that back in the '90s. Get the fuck out of here.
They get to be nerds, like out loud. Like what? Nigga Screech got beat up for being smart. What is this?
Yeah, that's the thing too. That's nerdiness is getting more mainstream. Shout out to that.
I'm happy for that shit. Like, yeah. Get the
Yeah,
third,
some
third.
people get salty about it. Like, man, shit, back in '92, I got my ass beat for being a nerd.
Thank you for your sacrifice, nigga.
Yeah, yeah, you know, you was that's like a civil rights nigga talking about. Man, I used to get my ass beat for being black. Now look at these young niggas.
Running around
Get
here all free and shit, still getting shot. What? You need to do right. We still get shot. What's going on? Oh, nah, you right though. That's how I started looking at it. Cause I didn't want to be like one of those get off my lawn OG. Right? Y'all get to do this shit because nigga, what?
Right.
That was
Yeah, man.
I had to change
Who's
my mindset. I started getting bitter and everything. I was like, what?
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, man. You can't get bitter off
Nah.
this.
And that happened with time. You can't be mad at some shit that's out of everybody's control. So shit. Just take it for what it is, keep it moving.
Let's get to the fun part. So you toured, right?
Man, fuck COVID, but yeah, man, that was my thing to do. Like I love traveling.
So what's like your typical budget for a tour?
Uh I try to keep that shit under six figures only because it's always my investment. There is no backing. So whatever it is just
Right.
going out here.
Under six figures.
Yeah. But that's only because
So you spend 5 figures.
Yeah, that's but
Damn.
really budget though. We talking though, so it's not just one trip
Like how many cities do you usually hit? Like what was like the most amount of cities you hit on the tour?
in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. I do it about a year, like, and then I break it down by like legs, like projects. Like I know in the springtime, I'm trying to do at least 4 cities, and then the summer, every week because it's Pride season. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
fall, if I catch a few little stragglers, then I catch some stuff in the fall. So it really depends on what's going on in the market, the performing market. This was gonna be the first year that I went out and did everything on my own, like got the venue and did everything.
Right.
I'll see what 2021 say about that. But up until now, it's just like, okay, it
So
depends
like
on.
so like when you have you ever been invited by a bar to perform or anything like that?
Yeah,
So how's that payment work?
the
Like
bar
yeah, like do they pay you the cover charge or what?
depends on the promoter and what the promoter got going on. Cause it's some shit I don't even do. Like you gotta invite me to perform and you gotta pay my fee. I don't want to be involved in nothing other than collecting my money when I get there and promoting this bitch before I get there. So it really,
Hmm.
cause some people, what I experienced like in my 20s was like the sell this many tickets and you can perform, or pay this amount of money and you can perform. And I've always looked the highest I can look, right? Man, nigga, you don't supposed to be paying to perform. It's supposed to be the other way around. This is your job. So figure out how to get to that point. And then it's like, no, I can't come and do that. But I don't disregard non-paid gigs because I use that as an opportunity to get new fans
Yeah.
and to test out new content. So I'm not against like free gigs, but I ain't paying nobody to perform. I'd rather rent the building and try to get as many people in there as I can and just keep the dough. Who the fuck you talking to?
Oh, they said, who the fuck you talking to?
Yeah, like nah, play me now. I'm from the streets.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw you perform. It was over at the Earl. No, not the Earl, but the Union. But
Test this.
like, I think like it was like the rock and roll night or something. So we had to like go to like the other part of the bar. You know, it was a bit more hip hop because everybody was all close together. Yeah, and I remember seeing you there, and I was like, oh, who's that? Like,
I melted that shit. I remember that day. I had on red.
mm.
Melted that shit. Ooh, I don't know. I was lit. I hadn't even had no weed in a few hours either. That was just straight energy. That was straight just inside of me, just pumping. Just, what? You was there?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was there. That's how I got your Instagram.
Yo, you, you, wow, bro.
So like what was so it's like so speaking of that, like how do you get like an unfamiliar crowd to on your side? Like what's some of your strategies?
So I've recently got back in touch with my performer side, and it's basically just being prepared. And that's how in the past I've built my confidence, just being confident in what I prepared. And that normally um pulls the crowd in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just now getting into the science of that shit. Cause every time I've done it, it's like I practiced my ass off. I knew where to be and when to be.
Hmm.
It never goes as planned, but it's still just like knowing that I had that shit. It was just that simple. And I just now discovered that. There's probably some science in there that I can add. Definitely some technicalities
Right.
probably dig into. But it was just like, yo, I've been practicing this shit. Y'all in here, y'all gonna listen.
Right. Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm on
But it
stage.
don't rock that shit. But to be fair, every show I've had after that have not been dope.
Has not been dope,
By
really?
my standards. At least
Oh,
standards from that night. By those standards, I have not come close since that night. To be
oh,
fair.
really?
But I have not practiced in that same manner since that show either. So it's both.
Hmm.
I
So
show
what
I'll go
so what were
ahead.
some of your favorite cities to have gone to?
Man, I like DC.
DC.
I
Okay.
love DC. I like Philly.
Philly with the cheesesteaks at.
New York, uh.
I've been to New York. It was okay.
Listen, New York is pretentious. I don't like pretentious.
Hey, they are rude.
You
Like,
can't be pretentious with trash everywhere. Like y'all know nobody else live like that. There's trash everywhere with your nose turned up, bumping me and shit. It's fresh air where I'm from.
oh
So
yeah.
anyway, no beef with New York. Uh, yeah, I would say DC, Philly, and San Diego. I don't know though. I ain't performed
Should have. My brother said he should have did the Pitts. Should have did the Bird,
the bird.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I had a couple fans up there, but it wasn't enough for me to come on my own. And Pittsburgh Pride never hit back. So,
Mm. Darn you, Pittsburgh Pride, you motherfuckers. Anyway.
I hey, like I come everywhere where niggas want me to come. Yep.
You come wherever they want you to come. Yeah, it's like, hey, my face is eccentric.
Right now, anyway.
I'm 12. I'm sorry.
Nah, put you on that.
So come on, man. Like, would you say there was any like mistakes you made on tour that you learned from that you know, like, all right, I ain't doing that shit again.
Man, every time I do anything, it's like, okay, throw that shit out the window. This is what we keep. This is what we throwing away because it ain't no blueprint. I'm living this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got some plans, some goals, and some objectives, and that's going into not just the performance, but every aspect of it. And it's just, what was the last big show I did? St. Louis Pride. Man, I rushed
How
through
was that?
it. We had a racist encounter that I didn't catch in the moment because I was wrapped up. The vibe had me. And
Mm.
afterwards, I was like, holy shit, that was my moment to shine, and I didn't even see it. It was a racist encounter that happened on the stage. The girls was trying to come up and twerk for me. That was a new experience. That was kind of dope. Normally, they just stare at me like, is this nigga for real?
Yeah.
But they came
Aw.
up there and was like twerking. I didn't even know you could twerk to my music. And then one of the stage managers, she was like this aggressive white gay lady, which I was confused. Like, bitch, you abused too. What is you doing? You can't be racist gay. What is happening? And he kind of just pushed the girl off the stage, and it was a tall ass stage. But 12 came. I didn't even know the racial tensions because I wasn't thinking Ferguson and St. Louis. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
these gay people, so they understand motherfucking oppression.
Right.
Like, nah.
I mean, hey, you'd be surprised. Like, like
I
the
was surprised.
intersectionality don't exist in people. Like,
I was surprised that day. I had never experienced like oppressed people oppressing other people.
yeah,
Like
kind of like black homophobes. You're like, dude, what the fuck? you know?
exactly. I seen it from a different. I mean, I was stuck, but when I look back on it, of course, I would be like, "Hey, lady, don't you push on her in that manner." Like I would have said something. Ain't no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's on my list of like regrets because I don't have a long list. It just I wish I could have seen that in that moment because like enough of this bullshit. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna right now. But apart from that, though, I learned tons from St. Louis. I rushed through that set out of no other reason than I was just nervous and didn't practice.
Mm.
It was horrible. I was flat most of the song.
Oh no.
My body stiffed up because I realized I was
Yeah,
anxious.
yeah, you realizing you're fucking up, you're like, shit.
My legs start gaining weight instantly. I'm they lifting
You
up.
focus on that one nigga that's looking at you like, this motherfucker here. Hello.
My phone is disrespectful. It just say what the fuck out the conversation.
Dang, I know, right? Nah, man, that's the powers that be interrupting some real shit.
Nah, I feel like that. They can suck my dick though. And listen, I'm doing my time to the door. That's my decision. What?
Right?
Come over here with that fuck shit if they want to. Look, I think I found my edgy side on the SOS podcast. What's up?
So, you had any funny stories from your tour days? Hello? You froze up again, man. Gosh darn Instagram hating on us. We bleed edginess. Oh man, we're waiting on the Esintrik to get that situated. The hour is almost up. We got at least 9. Hmm. Okay, she had to leave. Hopefully she comes right back. So far that was pretty dope, huh? Like, yeah, always lead with love, be yourself. As you can see from Esintrik, she's not afraid to be herself. Such a wonderful spirit. I don't believe in spirits, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in a colloquial sense. Um, yeah, hopefully she gets her connection situated soon. Okay. Oh yeah, Brandon, you've been riding with us for the whole time. That's what's up. Yeah, hopefully she gets her connection situated soon before the hour is up, because Instas is definitely good at kicking folks out. but but as I said before, this interview is brought to you by Weirdo clothing line. I guess I think that's what she calls it. Um, yeah, man, she makes some pretty dope designs. She definitely, if you like experimental hip hop, Esintrik is definitely where it's at. So, man, that's I guess I don't really need these notes. I kind of hit everything. So, Brandon, what's been going on in the Berg, buddy? Besides, the bad air and the people who talk like this. Then, the street kids who scare me out of my money. Yeah, we can, yeah, if she comes back in time, we can get to that. If not, you can definitely follow her. And I'll send you a link to her SoundCloud. You can check it out. Yay, yay. So, yeah, Pittsburgh. Oof, what a dump. Am I right? Fucking terrible. I remember this one time, like, I spent like a school year in Pittsburgh. Um, I remember I wasn't used to like winter weather. So I remember I was all excited. I ran, like, it was like concrete. I ran as like, I like slid like a couple of feet. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it was like, yo, you got to be careful, dude. It's iced out. Wow. It's like Pittsburgh, the city where you got to risk ice skating just to walk from A to B. But but yeah, man. But besides the little technical difficulties at the end, the Esintrik was a really great guest, and I'm really I iced out, no stylist, and I really appreciate the two interviewers that we had on SOS. Shout out to Silver, our first guest, Esintrik, our uh, our second guest, and we're only going to find more interesting people to talk to. Doesn't matter what they are. They can be creatives of any type. Hell, they can even be business people. We don't mind. If we find you interesting, we'll invite you on. We'll chop it up with you for an hour. What you say? How we doing on time? We got like 6 more minutes. Uh, about to turn into 5 more minutes. Yeah, 5 more minutes basically. So I guess we'll just wind it down. I don't see Esintrik coming back soon. This was the SOS podcast, and we definitely got to bring Esintrik back on again for the redemption arc of this podcast. We'll put Brandon on here for the remaining 5 minutes. There we go. Now I don't have to keep rambling, because boy, was my brain tired.
Last
Hello.
5 minutes. What's up? What's up?
Well, he
Last.
saved me. He saved me from a ramble. I was like, damn, I
Uh,
got a feeling the time. Shit.
no, you're good.
I was on my
Hey,
Jay Leno.
I was about to ask, do you want me to go on after this, or you want to shut it down?
Shoot. I don't know. Yeah, I'll continue with for a while, especially if Esintrik wants to hop back on. I'll let you chop it up with her for a little bit
Yeah.
if she
No, she
wants
was
to.
dope. I didn't know exactly what to expect because I've been having a hard time finding some of her stuff, you know, until like the other day. But she's dope. She's funny too. I like her.
Yeah, yeah. She like she goes off in these tangents, like be
Yeah.
like,
So was it? I had to cut out a couple times. So she was in the military.
yeah, yeah, former military.
That's
It
dope.
was I
That's
was
dope.
surprised too, and like, but I think it was on her. I think she posted a picture of it once, and that's how I found out.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like she was like in uniform and stuff. And I was like, whoa. But
That's what's up.
she was in it back in the don't ask, don't tell days. I wanted to get into that, but I didn't want to be like, too political.
Well, I was going to send in a question about that, but she kind of addressed like like being LGBT in the military. I mean, not military in the rap game. And I
Yeah.
really like what she said about it can work as long as it's not a gimmick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because, no one wants to be pandered to. And, people can
Exactly.
smell the corporate. So,
Right, right, right. No, I like that. Yeah, she's really cool. My bad.
true. What you watching?
I was trying to catch that House of Pain episode tonight.
Oh, shit.
I got to be on my Tyler Perry.
Yeah, they said they said the boy got somebody pregnant on the new one. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, bro. He was looking rough too.
Malik, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
He
the
went
chick,
from like protecting a gay homeboy to like just smashing.
and also was it the chick who they got to play his chick on the show? She's fire.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we got to see more of Journey than we expected. I was like, ooh, is that some side titty? We got 2 minutes. I got the 2 minute warning.
Yup. Figure I'd
And
hop on
like,
here. Excuse my pauses. I'm eating chicken.
hey, and it's pride. Show the audience, you
Yep.
stereotypical motherfucker. There's some watermelon in that bitch too?
We just threw away our watermelon yesterday.
Damn. That would have been the classic.
We got some grapes. I can eat them.
Hey, there we go. Just start playing the banjo and shit.
Is banjo ain't for black people?
I don't know. I mean, I know they played it. Like, I guess like maybe like the harmonica might be more. I was talking
No, I'm
about
talking
like
about.
like
Yeah, I was talking about in terms of stereotype.
yeah,
I
yeah,
usually put that to like redneck white people.
yeah. True. I guess harmonica would fit better, or like the fiddle.
Fiddle's kind of both. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Fiddle kind of crosses the line on both.
or the tap shoes.
Oh Lord.
Hey, remember like, hey, you got your tap shoes crispy? I was like,
Who
damn.
you
He
killing, Chris
got his
Bear?
ass.
Who you
Where
gonna
the
kill,
kill?
Chris Bear?
When he called them shit tap shoes, I was
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
he's done. Like,
Oh
son
man,
of
that
mine
was
ain't got
crazy.
shit. But all right, I'm gonna
Nah,
wind this
when
down and hey,
uh,
I'm gonna shut it down. You just invite me to yours.
okay, cool.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us, peeps.